Hey guys, today on Guns, Bikes, and Brews, we got the OG New England IPA, Heady Topper from the Alchemist. We've got a really special beer, Heady Topper from the Alchemist. This beer is, definitely a special beer, definitely a sought after, definitely a unicorn beer. This beer is probably credited for being the beer that started the whole New England IPA revolution. This beer, Heady Topper, is brewed by John Kimmich over at the Alchemist. His idea of having this really hop forward beer, not so much of the pale, soft, juicy IPAs, but this is really kind of, would remind you of a West Coast IPA, something that's kind of more of a hoppy bitterness, less of a hoppy juiciness. But this is really where you're getting really where the kind of the overhopped IPA started off, and definitely this is the granddaddy, the goat of New England IPAs. So I'm going to stop flapping about it, or I'll flap about it a little bit more as I get it out of the can and get it into the glass. Of course, it says, as you can read all over, drink from the can, but for you guys, I'm going to take it out of the can, put it into the glass so that you can at least take a look at what this delicious beer looks like. And as always, we've got our Alchemist glass. So we all know that glass, beer in a proper glassware always tastes better. So right from the moment of me cracking that can open, I get hit in the face with resins and pine and just amazing hoppy goodness. Got some head on this. It is an American double IPA. It's weighing in at 8% ABV. So I don't expect this head to last too long. I probably did a little bit of a rocky pour on this one. A little bit of history on the Alchemist and Heady Topper. So they do have breweries in both Waterbury, Vermont, and Stowe, Vermont. Heady Topper is brewed in their cannery, which is in Waterbury, and then in their Stowe they do some of their other production beers. But Heady Topper, I believe, pretty much all comes out of the Waterbury cannery. John also does his like specialty brews in there. If you've ever had their Petite Mutant, which is kind of a barrel-aged fruited sour, those come out of there. So any of their like barrel-aged stuff also comes out of the Waterbury cannery. But anyway, enough flapping about Alchemist. Let's get into this beer. And as I say, I'm smelling this beer pretty aggressively. Take a look at that. It is. You can see it's not super hazy, but you can see where the haze started out from. You see that they do filter this beer, but not like a hard filter. It's a pretty open strainer filter when they filter this beer. On the nose, really tons of resin, tons of hoppiness, tons of citrus. That orange citrus, that resiny, piney. If you haven't had this beer before, words really don't describe how amazingly like piney, hoppy the character on this. So without further ado, I'm gonna have a sip of this. Enough with how it smells. Let's talk about how it tastes. Cheers. Oh yeah. Ooh. There is such a bitter, hop-forward hoppiness in this beer. It is unbelievable. Not only do you get the hop flavor, but the hop bitterness. This is definitely not your soft, juicy New England IPA. This is a bitter, hop-forward, hop-bittered IPA. As much hop in there as possible. And as much hop bitterness as possible in here, too. Again, there's something to be said about just the amount of hops and the amount of hop bitterness you really get in this beer. It is amazingly delicious. It makes you that hop bitterness makes you want to take another sip of it. It's for me when you're talking about New England IPAs and you're talking about kind of the history of New England IPAs, it's amazing to think that this is where it started out compared to like the tree houses or the Trilliums, which really have these kind of very soft, very juicy, very sweet, I'll say, like kind of bubblegum sweet beers. This is definitely not that. This is hop forward bitter, hop forward flavors, resins. Pretty amazing beer. Pretty good stuff that's going on here. Definitely can tell why people rave about this beer. So really not too much more else to say about this beer. It's an amazing New England IPA, American IPA, double IPA, whatever you want to call it. Definitely hop forward bitterness, really delicious beer. Makes you want to keep drinking it. So stay tuned for my next video. Please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell below. For the latest updates, check me out at GunsBikesandBrews.com. You follow me on Instagram at GunsBikesandBrews or on Untappd at DieselBoy973. So until next time, remember, shoot, ride, and satisfy. Cheers.